Hi there, this time we will continue with the clone stamp tool. We will explain how to use it to remove the building from the sea without letting any kind of trace or distorting the original image. Be very attentive, this lesson is so important. Before we begin, if you don't have the Adobe Photoshop installed in your machine, I place the link in the description below where you can download the last version of Adobe Photoshop for free. And if you have any problem installing the software or applying today's lesson, just leave me a comment and surely I will reply to help you. So let's get started. So the first thing we are going to do is duplicate the original layer to not touch the original image. It is very useful to let always a copy. We go to the clone stamp tool like you see here and we change the size. Of course, depending on the image you are working on, you choose the area you want to clone and using the Alt key from the keyboard you clone the area and brush in with this tool in the other area you want to stamp the clones area on. It is very simple and easy to use. All you have to do is decide which area you want to clone and click Alt with the mouse key and brush in with the mouse. Of course, make the cloned area be stamped in other area from the image. Like you can see here, we try to clone the sky parts from the image and we stamp them in front of the building. We will make now the size of the tool more smaller. We will try to clone the sea, so we make the size more smaller and Alt from the keyboard we clone and we stamp like you can see here. It is very simple to work with and it is very efficient. It gives you a full control. So click in the mouse using the Alt keyboard. With the Alt key from the keyboard you clone and brush in with the tool. Normally with the mouse you stamp. So we clone and stamp until we have a very realistic results. Like you can see here, we are mostly done. We try to clone now the sky and we stamp it in this part here. So using this tool you have to be a little attentive and you try to clone the right area to not disturb or distort the image. You have to be careful when cloning the area from the image. You have to be sure to not let any traces. So we try to clone the sky area and like you can see now, the building is nearly disappear. We have a little traces and our work is not perfectly done this time, but you have time and you can be you have to take your precautions while of course taking clones from the image and stamp them. So I think working with a very small size from the tool and make things the main things, of course, looks so great. So now I think we have a better result. This is the original image, this is our result. We make the building disappear from the sea, cloning the sea, of course, and the sky, and replace the building with the cloned area. So the most you work very attentively and you work with concentration, the better result you will get. Using this tool is very easy and very efficient. All you have to do is choose the area you want to clone, click on the mouse with the Alt key from the keyboard, and brush with the tool in the parts you want the cloned area to be stamped. Alright guys, I wish you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget that this clone stamp tool is a very useful and very important tool that every designer should know and should masterize, of course. Don't forget to subscribe to get the lessons coming up. If you have any issues installing the software or applying today's lesson, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorials.